for ensure say the money where it can with not a genuine money. If we find out say we not satisfy say that money they not to genuine money, what will they do? Will they refer that report to the competent authorities and whether either police or the ACC? Then now they now get for investigate and refer the matter to the DPP office for prosecution. So basically, we they do the financial profiling and gather the intelligence. We will help the competent authorities and for do their work there.
How na they not say this money where somebody gets na dirty money?
Okay, let's assume asthma you dey work here, your salary na 100,000. Let's assume 100,000 leons per month. When you dey go open account, you dey tell the bank say my salary na 100,000 leons. So that na your baseline information where the bank gets. Say this is not the only source of income that they get. Then suddenly you go put 1 million in your account. Straight away that don't create suspicion. We say ask my police money.
The bank
we get access to the bank information. We get a database where the bank then they report them financial the transactions. Then report 3 reports. The currency transaction that they send out to we, the foreign transaction that they send out, and suspicious transaction. So on recurrent activities that what they do now for profile, then database what we get. But then say if they form suspicion, then they send that information there to we, then we profile the individual. So we can call now say, hey, based on the data we will get, now this information you've been provided, we say put this money, you get for provide the information for proof say that money you get and genuinely. If you're not able to prove and then we'll proceed for further investigation.
So how often do they get reports then from bank on with regards to the way you have transaction and can go from people?
Like the suspicious transaction, I mean like the suspicious transaction, you will only send an where you don't form the suspicion. If somebody don't provide a data, you get baseline information, then you do abnormal transaction, straight away you for send that information there to we. As it is for this period, we'll get something like 21 suspicious transactions. Then in addition to that, we get what we call the currency transaction. Currency transaction, that's then they provide them to we on, at this point, we get about 180 something thousand currency transaction in our database. So then they provide that on weekly basis. The other information we then they provide that on the foreign currency transaction, that one they not get any limits. They support for the sender to we on daily basis.
Mr. Connor, you financial crime them very they on the increase now other country them. For Salone, how you would describe the financial crimes there so?
If you say a high, because when you look at the statistics, like within the Transparency International, the ratings of the country, when we take the general trend of corruption, if the level of corruption high, then we will say financial crime, the rate of financial crime high. And corruption are just one component of what we call, within the predicate offenses of money laundering. You get theft. You get so many crimes that way people then they commit for get money. And the only unfortunate thing for Winaya, we say the level of the crime, financial crime, what they will call it for the parallel with financial crime, money laundering investigation. But that's not the case now. Because in most cases, the competent authorities, like the police, like the ACC, they focus now on the predicate offense of corruption, for example, or for theft.
From the report, the people them where they do the transaction and save the institution them, for example, the banks. Now, one the way una they work with, where they want for do certain transaction, we mean say for una work successful, compliance is very key. Over the years, or for more you take up this particular sector, how you go assess the level of compliance where it come from financial crime them?
Okay. With regard to the financial institutions, when the banks and what we do, when I can, as part of restructuring, I do a special unit where they for prevention. We will call the compliance and examination. Now then they go and profile and examine the banks, their operation, whether they comply with the directives there. The units may not issue directives to all the banks and what them for do. For example, if you do open accounts, what you call the due diligence process. If somebody na high risk person, you get for do enhanced due diligence. So you go able to know whether this person a high risk person at the time where they go into transaction. So for this period we will come, my unit not able to do eight examination na banks na on 8 banks then in the country. Some of these examination we do it together with Bank of Sierra Leone for assess the institution. You get some lapses in the financial institutions then about the compliance with the preventive approach, but they are more better than any other entities than where they're supposed for report to we. For example, if you talk about the estate agents, then you talk about the legal profession. Then when they all supposed for send report to we about the transactions, the relationship with their clients there.
Right.
But the bank financial institutions and they rating a little bit higher than any other institutions there where they're supposed for send report to we.
It's continuing for the with we na the program. Mohamed Kone, director na the Financial Intelligence Unit. There this morning, they talk about the work, and later on in the program, we go talk about the plans them when they get for improve on their work. The time from studio clock na 8 o'clock. We take the short commercial break.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office like you not get the account number. Buy Exalite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We where they bring the program come to you this Monday morning. Mina Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Asma James.
We still get the director na the Financial Intelligence Unit, Mohamed Kone, at the studio, as they tell we about their work and how they done the help for in the campaign against money laundering. Mr. Kone, data now one way very important now in our work, because for long are able for detect money laundering or terrorist financing activity them. Data now one way go help una for do easy way. In terms of data, how the FIU they ensure say una get correct data for doing our work?
Well, the general comment is that in Sierra Leone and with my experience again out there outside, I think the African continent, one of the weaknesses we get record management and data processing. So we get that situation the Naya as well. We notice that when they do the mutual evaluation, because the data they provide internally, we get a very good system for keep data. If we talk about the currency transaction, let me tell you, say for this period, we get about 183,000 transactions that we'll receive from the banks there. If we talk about the suspicious transaction, we get about 21. Then we also get about 19 we other institutions they send to we for process. We don't process that. With the Commission of Inquiry, we get about 79 requests from the Commission of Inquiry we don't process all that. So we internally we get a very strong data system and record management we don't put in place. But generally, because the work of FIU, it depends on other institutions there. If you want data on financial crime, you get to go to police. If you go to police right now, you want to get information, you get to go through the ledger, because up to now, they use the manual system of recording. You know, you get the information, you get to go through the ledgers for a number of years for able to collect the information. And if you go to a law officer, you go to several places. So record management in Sierra Leone is a big hindrance for really able to do proper financial crime and financial profiling of individuals. But thank God with the new system that they put in place, where they work with the civil registration office for able to use the data, where they use other department the information for able to get. The banking sector is okay, but other sectors, especially the public sectors, it's difficult really if you want for profile posting.
So 21 suspicious transactions from the bank, 19 from other institutions. When I don't get the information there, what you don't do?
what we do, like the 21, we don't process about 17 of that 21 they do in this period.
When you
What
say
will they do?
process, what you
With
mean?
na Alika, what will they do once we receive this information when are suspicious? Say this person in information we don't carry with a different from what we don't provide. Now we they call you for provide the source of that funding. They one for make sure say you not come out from terrorist organization, you not come out from high risk countries. Two, if you say na business they do, you get for profile, you get for provide the justification. Say this money we go put in this account, na this circular. If we suspect say the money if you don't commit crime, then we could work with other partners, international partners. If the money come up from outside, we'll get connection with outsiders and we can say, okay, we na profile this person and say, now yeah, put this money. We na profile her and give it the information. So now so we process the information.
Yusuf go agree with me say corruption na one way high na the finance sector. And I can remember this being after we parliament be amend the banking act. The bank been set up a task force which comprises of the police and other law enforcement agency the way una save the part of just for reduce corruption at the finance sector. How that task force they work and what kind improvement it don't bring na una work na the FIU?
Because you know the objective of that committee where the bank governor be put in place now for reduce the cash hoarding of foreign currency hoarding, because we realize the foreign currency be done scarce, and therefore they want put in place a system where we go control or we go identify whether they hold money that host. So like we own role now for make sure say we dey monitor the transactions and within the financial banks, from the financial banks and as well as foreign exchange bureau. So what we do, we ask the banks then for the update way, instead of for the update way about the financial record, then transactions. If we see any cash withdrawal we abnormal to within the bank governor be done put, we call that person or we send the information to the bank governor for ensure say that person they get the legal authority.
How not only do an effective one, because over the weekend the bank governor and other people from pictures we go around social media, then we go read a particular bureau in Alumni Street where them for not say it been get over $40,000 we're not supposed to forget. So how effective the FIU they monitor let anything then they not happen?
We get a network with other intelligence agencies there for make sure say we collect data. Wetin make we own job normally not they come out, because we na financial intelligence we dey provide. If we get intelligence about somebody we don't do large cash transactions, we straight away they send that information there to the bank governor or we send that to the police. That's so we dey do.
How
So most
often
of
una can get the
we dey do it
intelligence
on daily basis. On weekly basis, we dey monitor. On daily basis, we dey monitor the banking transactions. We dey monitor the information the way the forex bureau then they send to we. We also dey gather intelligence or other players and what they do in large cash business.
All right.
So once we get them, we dey refer to the competent authorities.
All right, continue for the week winner the program. In case you get question for the director of the Financial Intelligence Unit, send them to the number 077-981-981. Or if they watch me on our Facebook page, drop your comment and ask your question. We'll go read them later on at the program.
We continue with the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from 98.1 FM. Well, we go to other issues. Professor Elder Jones, they celebrate 95th birthday this morning. Very important statesman of the country, Professor Elder Simi Jones, now be the first African professor of English